Zach, right choice, makes his debut on Saturday. You've ridden him in his two most recent trials. What's he like?
Oh, so he's a pretty straightforward horse. He's a bit one pace. He's just a bit of a galloper. I'm not sure whether 1200 metres is going to be a right distance for him. I think on the dirt where they roll along and it's a bit more even, it gives him a bit of a chance. But I think in time he's going to be more like a miler and maybe possibly further.
In that trial that was on the dirt, were you happy with the way that he handled the surface?
He's trialled nice enough on the surface twice now, so I don't think that's going to be a problem.
Fitness-wise, where did you think he was at?
He's going to continue to get better as he goes along. He's not a naturally athletic horse. He carries a little bit of condition on him. So as he gets further into his prep, I suspect he's going to get better.
Busy week for yourself. You rode Finch to run fourth in the Melbourne Cup. You won the race after. Worthwhile trip to Melbourne?
It was, yeah. He gave me a good run in the Cup. If he hadn't had another run, maybe it would have made it a little bit more interesting, but maybe that's probably might be as good as he goes anyway. But it was a good trip. It was nice to go down there, and it's good to be back home.
Smart patch, Paul. When we did an interview with you back in February, you made him a horse we should be following from your stable. He's now here in Hong Kong. He's had a number of trials with you. What's he shown here?
Yeah, he's making pretty good progress. It's going to be awkward from his barrier tomorrow, but I think the one thing he's shown so far is that he's probably going to want to run 1600 metres pretty quickly. From that gate, he hasn't really got the tactical speed to get across, so he's going to have to go back, and hopefully the track's playing nice and fairly and he gets his chance to run on. But I think long term he's a very nice horse.
So what would be a pass mark first up for him?
Pass mark, if you get a bit of prize money and make up ground in the straight, I'd be very happy.
Won well in New Zealand, but he's only run there when trained by Lance. What has he told you about the horse?
Yeah, well, he's sort of always said he surprised him a little bit by how easy he did win, so he just might be a race day horse. But, he was pretty enthusiastic about his long-term chances here in Hong Kong.
High Volatility, Karis. It's a horse you've won on in the past. You jumped back on board for the first time in a while last time. What was your take on that run behind Big Wood?
Actually, I thought he was going to win last time. Of course, the other horse was better on the day, and we just got pep on the line. So it was still a very good run. For an old horse like him to still be on form this season is pretty good. But I was pretty impressed with his run last time. He normally leads, and last time my intention was to lead, but then the other horse was faster and I let him go, and I was surprised he still gave me a kick in the straight. So on that run, I go into this race very positive.
You're drawn wide here, but as you said, he usually leads. Would the pan leader come across and be up on the speed here?
Yeah, the horse is pretty well. I worked him after his last run. He felt like he feel like he's in good condition. So I'm not too worried about the draw. He's the type of horse that got a lot of speed. So I would just leave him to do what he normally do, and I'm pretty sure he's going to run a very good race.
And what about back to 1400 metres?
Should not be a problem. He ran the 14 before and he showed a lot of speed. I don't think there's any problem. He's got good speed and I think he can get himself in a good position from the wide gate.
Little Giant, Zach, good win last time out. He's had 2 trials since then. How's he come through that run?
He's come through it well. He had everything laid on for him at his first start. He drew the right gate, just bounced on the bridle, had the good speed, the tempo, travelled into it and got the job done nicely. It's a different ball game here. It's a stronger race. He's drawn a bit more of an awkward gate, so it's going to be a little bit more of a challenge for him. But he's an exciting horse, and we hope that he can go and do it.
What about up to 1400?
I don't think the 1400 is going to be a problem. I know it's his first go at it here in Hong Kong, and sometimes first try at it is a little bit more testing than once they've had to go over it. But I think he's a nice horse, and he gives the impression that he may be able to run a mile, but we'll try him at 14 first and see how he adapts.
You mentioned the mile. He's nominated for the Hong Kong Mile, the Hong Kong Sprint. You say he's a nice horse. Is he that nice?
He's got to take a few more steps between now and then if he's going to get to that level. He's obviously always given the impression that he could go through the grades, and he's doing that at the moment, but we'll just take it one race at a time.
You've also been the regular rider for Simply Brilliant, who's in the race. How do you line those two up?
Yeah, they're both very nice horses. Simply Brilliant's obviously drawn a nice gate. He's going to get a nice run. He was unlucky last time. He should have won that race. So he's in good form, and I don't think there's a lot between them.
Happy SEBRING, Karis. That was the first time you'd ridden him. What was your take on that win?
He's actually a very smart horse. He doesn't have too much speed from the jump, so I actually have to leave him where he was comfortable. Actually, I was pretty surprised that I got a run in on the inside. Where I was last time into the run, I thought it would be too much for me to come around him, and it was too much ground to make up, so I decided to sneak on the inside, and we got lucky. But he surprised me of that turn of foot he had, that last 75 meter was pretty impressive. So he's a nice horse going forward, so I'm really excited to ride him again.
What do you make of his chances stepping both up in class and up in distance on Saturday?
Should not be a problem. I think it will suit him better going up in class. With that weight and everything he's done on his last win, I gave him a very good chance.
Busy weekend coming up for yourself, not only riding at Sha Tin on Saturday, but at Kranji in Singapore on Sunday in the Singapore Gold Cup. It's been a happy hunting ground for you in recent times, Singapore. How do you think you'll get on there?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity again. Especially I ride for Stefan Gray, very good guy, and always support me. So I'm riding for him in the big day, and I got 4 other rides. It's my horse. It's a question mark if he'll see the 2,000 meter. But I spoke to the trainer, and he tell me the horse have a very good turn of foot. So if I can get some luck in the run, he's gonna run good.